we got some brand new viral marketing stuff related to the Penguin. And it provides a lot of new info and a lot of context into what's going on around Gotham since the ending of the Batman and what's happening in Penguin. So let's break down the newspapers. So it's time to start doing a little detective work, let's put it that way, in regards to the Penguin series, the viral marketing that they're doing, and how it gives us hints of what's going on in the Batverse. So let's get to, well, a real newspaper that's in universe for Gotham and obviously the Batman universe. And it shows us a bunch of interesting stuff. So let's start with the first page. So what we can see right here is a very cool, Gotham local paper and some interesting stuff of what's going on after the events of the Batman. The Penguin on thin ice. All eyes on Oswald Cobb after death of Carmine Falcone at Iceberg Lounge. And then it says over there on the side, page 7 through 8, a little bit more. And they just talk about how is this whole thing going to point to Oz becoming the king and more or less like, the kingpin of crime of Gotham and whether or not he's going to seize this. Now on the second page, they talk about a DA without talking about who it is. And I find that very interesting because obviously most people will probably go, hey, that's got to be talking about, Harvey Dent, right? So they're a little not forthcoming with who they're talking about. Weird that they don't use the name, but again, I think that they could also change elements. Maybe he's not going to be Harvey Dent, just like it's not Oswald Cobblepot, and it's not Edward Nygma. But then below that, we get a little bit more. Chaos in Blackgate. Now, of course, I think most people know Blackgate is sort of like the sister to the Asylum and what happens in Arkham. And here they talk about how there's more or less things happening that are inspired by what happened with Riddler and some of his minions that were working for him. And of course, how they're trying to deal with this whole problem. Below that at the bottom, they talk about how there's brand new Riddler-themed escape rooms popping up around Gotham and how they're a little, maybe too soon for this, but people want to experience it, right? So there we go. And then all the way over, we got Why I'm Done with Gotham. And it's more or less just a little details on the rise of crime and the flood that's making people want to leave. On the third page, we got a little bit more hinting at the bigger world, such as talking about sports teams, a little bit about Bloodhaven, and what's going on in relation to just Gotham falling apart. We also see that the GCPD is trying to recruit more, but nobody wants to apply or work there because of everything that's going on. And of course, the rise of crime and everything. And then you even see at the bottom, you guys will see that there's a little food festival that's happening that they're advertising here. And just a lot more exposition and world building here in terms of classifieds and all that, which I think is really, really cool and just sort of helps flesh things out just a little bit more. And then on the final page, we got some more stuff happening in Gotham. Essentially, lack of power and water has impacted everybody. Crime syndicates are moving in. Allegedly, a new head of the Falcone family has popped up, and there's all sorts of turmoil and talk in regards to what's going on and who is gonna be the kingpin around here. Who's gonna watch the mob? Everybody's trying to seize power. Cobblepot is apparently on the rise. And then all the way on the bottom, we got two more interesting things. So over on the right-hand side, you guys will see apartment buildings going up called Clown Point Condos. A little on the nose. I think it's a little funny, but, it is what it is. And then on the left-hand side, we have a little comic. And it says, "It's been a week, sir." And it's obviously Jim Gordon with somebody else. The light is pointing up, the bat signal, but apparently Batman hasn't been here in about a week. So where is Batman after the events of the film? Where did he go? Is he taking a much needed break? Is he just so beat down he's got to rest for a month or two, Daredevil style on the couch, delivering exposition? Maybe. But overall, this is a great read. And it's really cool, and I love that they made these and are handing them out across New York City, where they essentially turned a bunch of like local restaurants and stuff into things from Gotham, like establishments. It's really cool. Wish I could be there to see it, but this is all I got to go by, so I got to get me one of these newspapers in the flesh, because I want to own this. I have to put it in my Batman shrine, which is now 3 shelves for just the Batman movie. It's getting bad, boys.